Hi guys, my name is Matti Sulanto. I'm a photographer. Welcome to another video. This time we're going to take just a nice, easy fall color photo walk. The camera I have today is the Nikon Z5 with the Viltrox 40mm lens. Every year I like to do this fall color photo walk. I've seen these colors obviously dozens of times already, but they are still impressive every year. I just love this fall time of the year. Everything looks so pretty, the air is crisp, and this is like the swan song of the summer. After this, everything looks gray and it's super dark for several months. But now it looks super awesome. I'm a little bit late. Last week I had a little bit of flu, so I didn't want to come out and take pictures, make videos. The peak color window is quite narrow. It's only a couple of weeks and now I'm a little bit late. Last week was probably the absolute peak and the best time to shoot fall colors. Right now, as you can see, most of the colors are already on the ground and fading away. But let's still enjoy these last moments of these fall colors and capture a few images. I see this yellow tiny little tree on my left side. I decide to walk a little bit closer to see if I can get a picture. It's gonna be a bit of a cliche, light yellow against dark background, but I still think it's gonna look nice, and it's also sort of a warm-up shot. It's one of my first pictures on this photo walk. Yeah, not too bad, but nothing really exceptional either. In another video recently, I was with my friend Alexi and we were talking about colors, and I mentioned blue and orange, how they are opposite colors and they still kind of complement each other's. And now that I'm walking here, I think that maybe our mind is designed that way, because in this part of the world, orange and blue is all over the place, or orange and yellow is all over the place. No matter where you look, you can pretty much see orange and blue or yellow and blue. If there is a blue sky today, it's not completely blue, it's a little bit of overcast. And imagine if orange and blue made us feel sick or something. It would be pretty painful to go through this time of the year. But now that orange and blue, yellow and blue, they kind of complement each other, even though they are opposite colors, it makes this part of the year really awesome and beautiful and enjoyable. I see some tree trunks on the ground on my left side. I decide to walk a little bit closer and see if I can get a picture or if they are worth a picture. And as soon as I get a bit closer, it's evident that it's worth it. I really like what I see. I only wish that with my first picture, even though I like my first picture, I had played around a little bit more and took another shot from higher angle to get rid of that background, those trees in the background. I think it would have made even a better shot like that. Then another picture of these tree trunks on top of each other. I also like this one. A lot of nice detail and very nice color palette here too. Looks like I suffered already one casualty on this photo walk. I lost the wide angle attachment on my DJI Pocket 3 that I'm using to film this video. Not a major big deal, but still a bit of a bummer. I have to order a new one, and also a lesson learned. Now I know how not to put the Pocket 3 in my pocket while I'm walking out here. I really love the uniform cover that the dead leaves form on the ground, and here the tiny ditch also gives me some contour and shape for my picture, and those trees and branches, the chaotic order of them is a nice contrast against this uniform dead leaf pattern on the ground. I see another little yellow tree against the dark background. I'm gonna give it a shot and see if this comes out better than the first one that I shot at the start of this video. And I think this one works better. it's not as cluttered and the contrast between the tree and the background is much better than in the first picture. It looks like I'm repeating myself a little bit in my pictures today. I seem to be able to find those bright colors against dark background a lot, which is understandable in this area. And like I said, all the best colors in the trees, they are gone already. They are on the ground, fading away slowly. But it doesn't matter, I'm still enjoying this photo walk out here. It's so pretty here and it's such a pretty day. It's not completely clear blue sky, but still a beautiful day. I see this almost glowing yellow-green tree or bush against the dark background, but it's really hard to decide how to shoot it and make it look good. I'm circling around here a little bit, but I can't really decide how to take the shot. But finally I settle for this particular picture. I decide to leave one tree in the foreground and I end up liking this shot a lot. I really like it a lot. Gotta be super careful if you step out of this path or trail into the forest, because those dead leaves on the ground, they can be very, very slippery. I already tripped over once. Ai saatana. But luckily nothing happened. It could have been pretty bad if there was like a rock behind me or something and I hit my back or spine against the rock or something. Could have been really bad. Or I could have hit my camera against a rock or something. But luckily nothing more serious happened. But now I know how to be more careful whenever I step out of this path into the forest. I see this interesting looking tree on my right and I'm going closer to see if it works in a photograph. And I also realized that my ISO is fixed to 100 and I decide to switch over to manual exposure and auto ISO. However, cameras are just so hard to operate with gloves. With this particular Nikon, the Z5, I have to go through too many steps to switch from manual ISO to auto ISO or the other way around. I like the picture though, it turned out really, really nice. It may look like I'm walking in the middle of some remote wilderness area, but the reality is that this is just a little patch of forest near where I live, and you can probably even hear some construction machines and human interaction in the background, some urban noise, pollution, whatever you want to call it. Nonetheless, it's nice to have this kind of a area near where I live. It's so relaxing to walk here and snap a few shots too. I see another light-colored bush against a dark background, and that seems to be the order of the day. Anyhow, I really like how this turns out. The background nicely supports the foreground and the end result is really beautiful in my opinion, at least. I want to have at least one picture of those yellow leaves against the blue sky. There's not that much blue sky visible though. Here I'm struggling a little bit to find the correct angle to get my composition right. And I accidentally place my focus in the background and the end result is not what I planned, but I still like those yellow blobs of color in the foreground. This is all I have for you in this video. No special tips or tricks in this video, just a casual fall color photo walk. If you enjoyed this and you'd like to support my channel, please do check out my e-zines. I'll put a link down below for that. It would be the best way to support my channel here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining in and I hope to see you soon in the next video.